But President Trump is still planning on legally challenging states claimed by former Vice President Biden's campaign. Will he be able to do that, though? And if so, what would that process look like?
If either candidate wanted to contest the election results, they'd need legal grounds to do so.
Our goal is to defend the integrity of the election. We'll not allow the corruption to steal such an important election.
A&M professor Kirby Goidel, who specializes in politics and public policy,
it's hard to see how this goes anywhere,
doesn't think there will be legal grounds for President Trump to fight the vote count.
The case right now seems to be mostly, I'm behind. I thought this election would be rigged. I now think it's rigged. I can't tell you why it's rigged other than providing some anecdotal evidence.
Professor Goidel says it's doubtful states will stop counting votes that were placed legally, especially if a candidate wants the count to stop in one state but continue in another. But there is an exception where the Supreme Court could let a lawsuit happen.
In the case where a judge has bypassed the state legislature, the power to set election law is set by the state legislature. They might review those cases and those decisions. So, for example, if a judge allowed for additional time for voting, then they might look at that more closely. But it's a stretch.
If they were able to do that, the candidate's legal team would start at the state court system and work their way up to the Supreme Court level to fight the results. All in all, Professor Kirby says there has been and will be issues in every election because each state has their own rules for voters.
Trump has a reputation of being a fighter. He's someone who's outside of the establishment. This is the image that he wants to portray. And so he's not going to go down without a fight.
It's amazing how those mail-in ballots are so one-sided.
But that doesn't always mean he's picking good fights. We do not have systematic fraud. That would take a level of coordination and skill that we just don't have.
As long as the election and its results play out, we'll be here to keep answering your questions. If you have any, just text us at 979-703-8404.